Alright, so welcome back to Class Cosmetics training video for the Airbrush foundation system. I'm going to be going over today how you're going to clean your gun when you have foundation in it that is either stuck in there or clogged. This is a very important process to keeping your airbrush healthy, as well as making sure that it's still going to work for you when you're out, either you're at home doing airbrushing yourself personally, or maybe you're doing clients, you're a professional makeup artist and you're out doing bridal. It is very important to keep this system very clean, because if you do not keep that clean, you're going to have problems down the road and things are going to spray right through it. You're going to have a clog in here, so it's not going to be good for you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put some makeup in here, and we're just going to kind of get it dirty here a little bit. This is our KLASS Airbrush foundation. I am just using any shade here just to show you guys how to clean your gun. So let's spray some through. You're going to see on here we're spraying, we got the foundation here spraying through. That is great. And I'm actually gonna pause this video here, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let that dry in there a little bit, like you're doing a face and you leave it in there for a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys how to properly clean that out so we can get that all clean, okay? All right, so we're back, and we let this sit in here for about 5 minutes. It's starting to get a little dry. It's not spraying out here really. You can't really get it to spray out very much because we let it dry in there, which is why we're doing this video, because you're not supposed to let that happen, and you're supposed to spray it out really quickly. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna put some of our cleaner in here, just a little bit of cleaner. See, I'm putting the cleaner in there. There it is. We're just putting little drops in there, so you guys kind of see like the little drops in there. It's kind of weird looking. You're gonna put your finger, this is very important, that you put your finger over the tip of the airbrush gun, and you can see here, I'm trying to see where you can push down, it makes the bubbles happen. There you go. And you're gonna pull back, and that is where you're gonna make all the happen. You might get a little squirt, splatters. That is okay. You wanna let that really bubble up in there. And you usually like to do this over a garbage can so you can dump it really easily. But I'm just gonna dump it on the towel for today's purposes. And now look at it, it's gonna spray right through there. I need a little bit of unclogging, a little bit more. So we're gonna spray a little bit, or put a little bit more of that cleaner in there. There it is. And we're gonna put our finger over here. There we go. We're just gonna spray it through just like that. Put a little bit more cleaner in there because it was pretty stuck in there. There we go. Now see how we're getting all that. Now it should be a little airbrush with the mix in the middle, little bit of the cleaner. There we go. And now you see it's still kind of dirty in there though, so we're gonna put just a few drops of the cleaner in there. And we are gonna go in and get a towel in there and just kind of clean out that barrel a little bit more like that there, okay? We're gonna spray it through. Awesome, you can see the barrel is nice and clean on the inside there. So you're all good to go. And if you wanna make sure it's even a little bit more cleaner, you can grab one of our KLASS makeup wipes that we do have a makeup wipe. So you can get that right out, and you can go in and just wipe that baby right out. And then on the tip of the gun too, you can always clean that nice as well. Just like that. Now it's all shiny and ready to go for your next person, okay? Or if you're at home, make sure you at least clean this. You have to clean it after every single application. It's very important that you do that. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems leading into airbrush. You have to treat your airbrush. It's very delicate because when you look in here, let's take this apart. So if you have a really, really angry airbrush on you and it's not really working, you're gonna unscrew this black part here, okay? You're gonna take this off, and now there's gonna be a little needle in here. So this little needle is very delicate because it sprays through this end here at this hole. And so when you pull this out, this is such a delicate piece that you have in your airbrush that if you get this tip bent at all, it's gonna be all downhill from there. Okay. So when you have this tip out, you can clean this if it's feeling like you can't, if it's still clogged, and you're gonna put it back in here ever so gently. And you're gonna push it all the way through, and you're gonna feel it hit to the other end here. And you're just gonna pull it out just a little bit, and then you're gonna lock it into place with this screw here. So now it is locked into place, and it'll still work. See, look, just sprayed some cleaner out. So there's another few little tips on this gun that if you need to do some extra cleaning, which I would do, you know, once a week, I would clean these tips out. I would just soak them in a little bit of like a soapy water. As you can see here, when you pull back, you will see the airbrush tip right there. Actually, I'm gonna have to push this back in a little bit more. There we are. So now you can see on the gun, you can kind of see it there. It's pretty good. video, you can see that there that is a little needle poking through, and so when you pull back, the needle goes in. So it's very important you do not bend this part right here, or you'll have to get a new airbrush gun, as it will be ruined, because this tip is very delicate. As you can see, it sprays fine particles of airbrush mist through that, so please be careful when you are taking this piece off here. So we're going to put this back on very slowly here. There we go. And you're going to put this part right back on like that. And a lot of people always ask what this one is here. So this one's like a little governor. So let's see if we screw this all the way down. It's going to be stuck in the on position because it's like a little, I don't know what you want to call this. It's just kind of a little, like a brake, little governor for the airbrush. So if you twist it all the way back, you'll be able to pull it all the way back like you normally would. So I would recommend keeping it about right here, twist it out. So then if you're all the way down here, it won't spray all the way right about there. Now it won't spray right there. So now it won't spray all the way back. See, it's like stopped there. That is good if you're trying to do very light airbrush for contour, but usually when you're doing a full face, you always want to keep it back like this so you can have a full range of pressure for you when you're doing your airbrush. And again on the machine, a little recap on our airbrush foundation machine here. There's going to be 3 levels, 3 speeds. There is the low speed, which you can try here. You can see it's very, very low. The air pressure is very low. There is a medium air pressure. Oop, I think we skipped right to medium. There's medium air pressure, there's low, there is high. So I always like to keep it on the high one just because I've been doing airbrush for a long time. I don't work out in the field anymore like I used to, but I always like to keep it at the 3rd speed there. If you're doing very, very delicate contour, or you have some areas like acne that you want to touch up, I would definitely use the speed 1 here so you have a little bit more control so you're not spraying so much foundation on the face. So if you have any questions about the airbrush system, about our KLASS airbrush system, just comment below or send us a message and we'll help you out the best we can. Thank you.